Okay, yeah, much better. If I pick up this one. Almost. So yeah. Okay, and welcome back. Now we got attachments to our weapons, but the attachments are not really helping with our aim. They're actually even making it worse. So what we want to do is want to get our base weapon. So we go here, we go into weapon template, and we go into viewport. And in the viewport, oh well, we actually have to do add two components. One will be reference. It will be an arrow component, and we'll call it reference. And our reference arrow will be in construction script added to the barrel socket, just like we do with other stuff. And barrel socket, oh, it's exactly the same. Interesting. So what we can do, we can actually, I think, oh no, we can't have multiple targets. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so we just do another one of those, and instead of flash in construction script, our reference is being attached to the barrel. This way we know exactly where the actual aim point of our barrel is, well, this is where the bullets are actually being spawned, which means that this should be aiming at the middle of the screen, right? So we got this, and now we need another component, and this one will be an arrow. And oh no, it's not going to be an arrow. We're going to go into our site attachments. We've got our site mesh, and we're going to add a component here, which is an arrow component, and this will be called site point. Yeah, sure, whatever. Let me hide those real fast. Oh, it doesn't change anything. How can I? Maybe I'll scale them to 0.1, 0.1, because they are annoying to be so big. Okay, so we got this arrow, and let's scale it as well to 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. And what we want to do is we want to move it. Let's not even snap, let's just move it into the, slow down the camera, into the very middle of our site. Let's say that it's here. Save it. And now what we need to do, we need to open all of our components of this class. So I go here, blueprints, attachments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have really 6, we got 5. I deleted one because this is our site attachment, which is just the template. It doesn't have anything inside of it. So let's open all of those. Okay, let's go into viewport. We got this, it's cool. We get our arrow, and we put it somewhere around here. Okay, and we go here, viewport. Okay, and we probably just have to move it out, and this should be fine. Okay, save it. AO Tech. Let's see this one. Okay, yeah, that was the default one, so it's in position. And compact big. Let's see this one. I mean, it's actually a bit too high. I would say somewhere around here will be better. Okay, and the last one, compact. Oh, definitely a lot lower. Like here. Doesn't matter how much forward it is, because we're just making adjustments on the up and down. So okay. Okay, let's save everything. And now we're going to do some magic inside the weapon template. So let's go here. Let's go to our weapon template and to our weapon folders, and we go into weapon interface, and we need to say get aim point adjustment, and this is going to be a vector, which is an output vector of vector, and this will be site adjustment. Let's call it like this. And we go into our weapon template, and we go into interface, and we make sure that everyone uses it. And how it's going to be calculated, it's going to be calculated automatically. So get attachment point. Get aim point adjustment. Okay. So here we will get attached actors. Okay. And we're going to get the first object of an array and see if it's valid. And basically, if it's not valid, we just return 0, 0, 0. So no adjustments being done whatsoever. But if it is valid, then we want to do, you know what, we should filter by attachments. Okay. And now we should get a copy. Okay, so this is a super valid check. So if it is not a valid index, we go here as well. Okay, but if it is valid, then we go here and we filter and we get the first one. And if it is not valid, then it means the filter failed, or we got attachments that are not sites. But if it is a site, we want to get a component by class, and the class is arrow component. That's a very useful to know that you can just add a component that exists only once in a blueprint. You can always just get it. And now we can get location, get word location, and we can also get our reference, get world location. Or you know what? Get word transform. Well, they will have, get word transform. And they will have the same rotation. So what we can do, we can unrotate vector by this rotation. So make it straight. And then we can unrotate vector by the same rotation, make it straight. And we can now split and X, Y, and Z will be actually, X, Y will be 0, 0, and Z will be reference it will be location minus reference. Okay, I think this should work. So this is the weapon template. Okay, so now inside our Anim graph we need to do something to work with this. So we go to our main animation blueprint. So those are animations blueprints. Okay, so in Anim graph, wait, let's make sure that this is the Anim graph that we are actually using on our pawn. So let's find this guy and see he's using mockup core. So this one, not AGR core. Okay, so we do all this. Now we can do it before aim offset. I think it doesn't really matter, but we can, yeah, let's do it before aim offset really. And let's do modify bone. And we are adding to existence in component space. And then ignoring and ignoring, and alpha is always 1. Okay, and now we need this value. Let's promote it to a variable and say ADS adjustment. Oh, and we actually need to set alpha bind to ADS. Okay. And now we go into event graph, and it's in the FPS stuff basically, or we can do a new one. Let's do a new one maybe. So try get pawn owner, get equipment manager, and do a branch ADS. So if false, then AGR adjustment is being set to 0, but if it's true, then we want to set it to something. So we want to item in slot weapon, and if there is a weapon, because if there is no weapon, if it's false, then we also want to set to 0, 0, 0. But if there is a weapon, we want to get aim point adjustment message and want to store this value here. And do we really have to recalculate it? We don't really have to recalculate it. Like this is not performance wise the best option, so let's improve on it. Okay, so this we're going to make we're going to go into our let's go back here, the inventory. We want to go into weapon interface and we want to make a new event, and we say attachment registered, and we actually even can do an input of attachment, and this will be a BP attachment, site attachment, object reference. So attachment registered. Okay, we go into our weapon and we now say attachment registered implement. We go to our this entire function, and now we just copy it without the return nodes, and we go back into event graph, we paste it here, and we don't have to do a lot of stuff. We don't have to do this. We know that this is valid, but we can just check just to be sure. It's always good practice. We don't have to filter and we do want to get component by class of this attachment, and the reference is local, and this is going to be promote variable site adjustment. And for this to be able to be modified on runtime, it has to be instance editable. Okay, so this now modifies once, calculates the attachment difference, and this is unrotating, so this should be relative. If it doesn't work, we're going to work on it a bit more. Okay, so, and now if we go into get aimpoint attachment, then instead of all this, we just got a return, recombine, and we just push this value. Oh, we go back into event graph. Yeah, how about not? Site attachment is a vector. Yes, change type definitely. Split, this is Z. Okay. Okay. So now when we do this get, it's just a get, and this will be 0, 0 if there is no attachment. And let's make sure that there is function for that. So weapon template, event graph. Let's go to our weapon interface, and on this attachment registered, let's do another one and say has attach. Oh, we don't have to. Okay, just this, nothing else. And we go back to our weapon, and here not valid, not a problem. Invalidate the value as well. We don't need anything else. So if not ADS, then go here. If it is ADS, then do this adjustment, ADS adjustment, and now we go into Anim graph and we say ADS adjustment, fine. Okay, site attachment adjustment. And what is the warning? You must pick a bone to modify. Oh, of course, yes. So this is the weapon or the gun, VB gun. This is the modified one. Okay. And I think that's everything that we need to do to adjust the aim. Okay. So let's pick this one. Adjustment is 0, 0, 0, like you can see, but I will now pick this one. And if I ADS, I think it's not really working. Why is that? So this is like kind of even worse than it was. No, it's exactly the same. It doesn't seem to be working. So let's hit play. Let's get this. Let's get this. And you know what? Let's just do this, and let's go here. And let's see our BP hand cannon that is in use, and we can go into site attachment. Oh yes, of course, we didn't refresh it. Oh. What am I thinking? Let's save everything. Of course it's not working. Let's go back to our attachments. So let's go into Iron Belly, blueprints, attachments, site attachment. And now when we do this attachment, what we want to do is get uses attachments. Okay, so we got this item in slot, and we need to say it register attachment message. It can be even at the very end, and the attachment is self. This way it knows that we have a registered new attachment, and it should do recalculation. Recalculate attachment point adjustment. Okay. Without it, it didn't know that this should be even done. Okay, let's try it now. Okay, so this actually works the opposite, which means that in my calculation I've done something stupid. So let's go back into our folder, into our weapon template, and here I guess this is exactly the opposite of what we should be doing. Let's see. Okay, almost. So this is pointing to where the barrel is. Okay, and if I pick up even a bigger one, okay, that's even lower. Okay, I guess it has to be done by hand. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. So the calculation now is correct, but I need to go into template weapon, go into construction script, disabled this reference arrow to be attached. We have to place it by hand in all of the weapons, which is annoying, but let's do it, and this should work. So let's go into viewport reference and what? Wait. Let's go back here. Let's go into our reference viewport. Let's say that it has okay, what if I do this, and now I open this, and this is our reference arrow? Can I still move it? No, I can't, because on construction script it gets attached there. Okay, how to make this reference? I mean, we got the parent socket, we got everything. Let's say 0, 0, 0, so it's here. It is attached to the component, but I cannot see the component attachment points. That's terrible. How do I place it properly? Okay, let's do it differently then. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, let's go here. Let's delete the reference. Okay. Let's go into event graph. Now something broke this in particular, so we will just get this, get socket transform in word space, socket name reference, and split, and this is the rotation and this is the location. Okay, and now unfortunately we're going to have to go through every weapon again. So AK, open it up, go into root, add a, or muzzle join, yeah, let's go into root, add a socket, call it reference, and the reference for aiming is pretty much like here. Yeah, it's here. Glock doesn't matter, doesn't have attachments. MP7, add bone, reference, make sure that it's the same naming. Okay, it usually has like a, I need to have a iron sight, add preview, German SMG. Okay, yeah, so I need to have this one, and now reference. Can go like here. Yeah, this is the reference. For MP7 and for shotgun, like, yeah, barrel is not a good reference for aiming point because they all have some aiming points. Add socket, reference, and bound, and I think it's pretty okay-ish. Oh yeah, something like that. So we got American, and we got the hand cannon. That's the last one. Wasn't that bad really as I thought. Add socket, let's call it reference. Yeah, it's just here. So yeah, we got now all those reference points, and they all have same name, socket name reference in all our weapons. And we are still using the arrow component, which is being set by hand inside our scope. So yeah, let's try it out now. Okay, yeah, much better. If I pick up this one, almost. So yeah, we would have to make some adjustments because you can see that it's not aligned really that well. So you would have to adjust the arrow on the scope and also the initial point of aiming. But in general it works. Like this would be on the middle of the screen. This is on the middle of the screen, so it works. Let's check on a different weapon. And of course, we're not really aiming at that precise point right now, because we should also rotate the weapon and rotate the bone a bit. And the reason is because bullets, well, they don't really they fly from the barrel straight, and the barrel is always lower than the aim sight, so we should like make a small adjustment. But we could also fake it by adding some rotation inside the weapon to the barrel here on the rotate barrel. So we might, for example, say that EB barrel word okay, so this, and we got this new rotation. Well, we might combine rotations, and we could make a new rotation that would just change. Let's see, this is the barrel, so we want to adjust the y-axis, so we want to split and want to get this and split, and want to say, well, this divided by, let's say, 2 will go into pitch. And this way the barrel will also make small adjustments, so the higher the attachment point is, the more up it will actually aim. So now if we take, for example, this pistol and we attach, which one is the highest? I think this one is the highest attachment point. So now we are aiming directly at the middle perfectly. And now let's do a slow-mo 0.2. Okay. Oh, I think I fired everything. Oh, let's quickly grab some ammo. Okay.